Thank you for joining us for our second lesson, which includes orientation, setting expectations for your student, and supervision. Like we mentioned before, orientation and planning can look different based on the placement of the student. Orientation includes any agency issues or needs that the student should be made aware of. The orientation process might include an introduction to staff members, receiving identification or a name badge, gaining access to computer codes, or gaining information that will help them to perform their duties at the agency. The student should be made aware of the agency's mission, goals, services, policies, and procedures. The student should be informed of the dress code, protocol for being late or absent, as well as any other situations that may arise for the student or even for the FI or TS. During this orientation process, it is important for the student to know what is expected of them. This is also a great time to discuss what the student hopes to gain from placement. Expectations may be related to agency policy, the chain of command if an issue arises, what to do in case the TS or FI is absent, and/or utilizing ongoing projects within the agency. Orientation is also a great time for the student to plan for supervision. Documented supervision is the time the social worker spends discussing criteria related directly to the social work profession with the licensed social worker. This is the FI. These items can include, but are not limited to, learning plan items and their completion, feelings and biases as they arise, activities, projects, readings, research, values, ethics, dilemmas, guidance of the social work skill development, advocacy, safety, HIPAA, confidentiality, best practices used in everyday scenarios, and other unique concerns that are individual to the student. Supervision must be at least 1 hour per week in the field. Supervision hours can be scheduled in 1 hour blocks or longer, so long as the total number of hours is equivalent to the number of weeks in field at the end of the semester. Supervision, however, cannot be missed more than 2 weeks consecutively. It can be group or individual, so long as the students are able to speak with the supervisor about individual issues as they arise. In the case that there is both a task supervisor and field instructor, both parties should have open and transparent communication in order to assure that the student obtains a high quality and comprehensive learning experience within the agency. Before the student begins working in the agency, it is important for all parties to understand what each person's expectations are. The students are held to a certain standard by the department based on their level. Within the realm of those expectations, each supervisor should inform the student of what his or her expectations are. This includes projects, tasks, assignments, and any other expectations the supervisor has of the student. The student is encouraged to describe what they would like to do in the agency outside of the learning plan. The internship is a collaborative effort and must be treated as such. As opportunities for learning arise, the student and supervisors must work to ensure that the student is exposed to those opportunities. We cannot stress this enough. If there are any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to contact the social work department.